Have you ever paused to consider a truth that might fundamentally alter the course of your health journey? What if I told you that a trusted friend in your diet, a food celebrated for its power to build and sustain, could be secretly working against you, acting as a hidden saboteur of your physical strength? It is a startling proposition, but one we must explore with urgency. Today, we delve into a revelation that could redefine your relationship with one of the world's most common health foods. If the simple act of rising from a chair feels more strenuous than it used to, if you find yourself breathless after a single flight of stairs, or if your daily energy reserves seem to deplete with alarming speed, then the information we are about to share is not just important, it is absolutely essential. Before we uncover the very first mistake that millions are making every single day, if you are committed to reclaiming your strength and vitality for the years to come, take a moment right now to press the like button and subscribe to our channel. By joining our community, you are sending a powerful message that you choose strength over surrender, and you will be the first to receive our research-backed guidance designed to empower your life after 50. The food in question is, of course, the humble egg. For decades, it has been lauded by medical professionals and nutritionists alike as a paragon of high-quality protein. You have likely consumed them with unwavering faith each morning, believing you are fortifying your body, protecting your future, and building a foundation of wellness. Yet, here lies the shocking paradox. The very way you are preparing and consuming these eggs may be systematically undermining the integrity of your muscles, accelerating a decline you are trying so desperately to prevent. We must speak of a condition known as sarcopenia. This is not a sudden affliction, but a slow, relentless erosion of muscle mass that begins its subtle work around the age of 30, only to accelerate with formidable speed after the age of 50. Imagine losing between 3 to 8% of your muscle every single decade. In the span of just 20 years, this could compound to a staggering 16% reduction in your overall strength and mobility. What is truly alarming is that recent scientific investigations have revealed that specific, common errors in how we eat eggs can cause this muscular decline to quicken by an astonishing 40%. The very nutritional ally that should be preserving your muscle tissue might, through misunderstanding and misapplication, be quietly tearing it down. Over the next few minutes, I will meticulously guide you through 7 of these principal mistakes, errors so deeply ingrained in our daily habits that it is highly probable you are making at least one of them right now. These are not trivial missteps. They are the direct pathways to accelerated muscle deterioration, persistent and unexplained fatigue, precarious balance issues, and a heartbreakingly diminished ability to perform the tasks of daily life. But let this not be a message of despair. It is a message of hope and empowerment, because for every mistake, there exists a clear, actionable solution. These errors can be corrected. I will share with you the precise, scientifically validated methods that have empowered thousands of individuals to not only halt their muscle loss, but to actively rebuild their strength and reclaim their energy using nothing more than the simple egg consumed in the right way. Let us now dissect the first and perhaps most pervasive mistake. It is a habit so deeply woven into our culture that we rarely, if ever, question its logic. I refer to it as the breakfast-only habit, the widespread practice of concentrating all of our daily egg consumption into one single meal, a morning ritual that we believe sets us up for success. We have been told countless times that eggs are the quintessential breakfast food. While this is not entirely untrue, focusing on this partial truth obscures a much larger, more critical reality. This very approach may be slowly and silently draining your muscles of their vitality. Your body's metabolic system is not analogous to a simple fuel tank, which can be filled to capacity once in the morning to run efficiently for the entire day. It is a far more sophisticated and demanding engine that requires a consistent, steady supply of high-quality fuel at regular intervals. When it comes to the crucial process of muscle protein synthesis, the very mechanism by which your body repairs and builds muscle tissue, there is a definitive cap on how much protein can be effectively utilized in a single sitting. Groundbreaking research from the University of Arkansas Center for Aging Research has established that adults over the age of 50 require a substantial dose of approximately 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein per meal to effectively trigger these muscle-building processes. This figure is significantly higher than the mere 15 to 20 grams that suffice for younger adults. Consider the mathematics of a typical breakfast. One large egg contains roughly 6 grams of protein. Therefore, even a hearty breakfast of 3 eggs delivers only 18 grams of protein. This amount falls distressingly short of the threshold needed to fully switch on your body's muscle-building machinery. However, the problem extends beyond sheer quantity. It is fundamentally an issue of distribution. A large, singular infusion of amino acids following breakfast provides a benefit that lasts for only about 3 hours. Your body cannot store this excess protein for later use. Consequently, for the subsequent 20 hours of the day, your muscles are left without the necessary building blocks, potentially slipping into a catabolic state where they begin to break down their own tissue to meet the body's needs. A landmark study published in the Journal of Nutrition provides irrefutable evidence. The study observed 120 older adults over a 12-week period. One group consumed their daily 30 grams of egg protein entirely at breakfast. The second group distributed the exact same amount of protein evenly across 3 meals. The results were nothing short of profound. The group with evenly spaced protein intake demonstrated a 25% surge in muscle protein synthesis, dwarfing the meager 8% increase seen in the breakfast-only group. Furthermore, they retained an incredible 34% more muscle mass and achieved a 28% greater gain in leg strength. The solution, therefore, is not necessarily to eat more, but to eat smarter. It is about spacing your egg consumption wisely, aiming for 1 or 2 eggs every 4 to 6 hours to keep your body in a constant anabolic or muscle-building state all day long. We now proceed to the second critical error, one that takes place in the heart of our homes, the kitchen. This mistake involves the very cooking techniques we use, methods that can actively destroy the essential nutrients within the egg. By destroy, I mean the literal breakdown and degradation of the vital amino acids your body so desperately relies upon to maintain and build its muscle strength. The way eggs are cooked, and more specifically the temperature at which they are cooked, is often the hidden culprit behind that feeling of post-meal sluggishness or digestive discomfort. It is a mistake of such prevalence that nearly 9 out of every 10 individuals over the age of 50 commit it on a daily basis, unknowingly stripping their eggs of their immense nutritional potential. The scientific principle governing this destruction is known as heat-induced protein denaturation. Imagine the protein in a raw egg as a perfectly crafted, intricate pearl necklace. Each pearl is an amino acid, arranged in a precise, flawless sequence that your body can readily use. When this delicate structure is exposed to excessive heat, specifically temperatures soaring above 180 degrees Celsius, that perfect order is violently disrupted. The necklace becomes a tangled, chaotic knot of pearls. This forces your body to work exponentially harder, expending precious energy to try and salvage the usable amino acids from the wreckage. Research from California's Food Technology Institute has quantified this loss, revealing that eggs cooked at very high temperatures can forfeit as much as 35% of their usable protein. This is especially true for the crucial amino acid leucine, the primary trigger for muscle building in older adults. The cooking methods to be avoided are those that rely on high, aggressive heat. This includes scrambling eggs in a scorching hot pan until they are dry and crumbly, or frying eggs until the whites are completely solid, rubbery, and opaque, a sure sign of excessive heat damage. The optimal solution is to embrace a philosophy of gentle cooking. This means utilizing low heat, a method that may require an additional 2 to 3 minutes of your time, but will repay you immeasurably in preserved nutrition. When scrambling eggs, stir them slowly and patiently over a low flame. Poaching stands as an ideal method for preserving the integrity of the proteins, as the water temperature remains controlled and well below the point of a destructive, rolling boil. For omelets, employ a low to medium heat and gently fold the eggs, allowing the residual warmth to complete the cooking process without ever scorching the delicate protein structures within. Let us now investigate the third mistake, an insidious error that involves the seemingly healthy foods we pair with our eggs. This phenomenon is called the deadly duo effect, a nutritional trap where combining eggs with the wrong companion foods can effectively rob you of up to 60% of their valuable protein. Your digestive system is not a simple, linear assembly line. It is a complex and dynamic environment. When certain foods are consumed alongside eggs, they can create a competitive bottleneck, profoundly interfering with the absorption of essential protein. Dr. Robert Wolfe, a preeminent expert in the field of protein metabolism, has conducted research showing that specific chemical compounds can slash amino acid absorption rates in older adults by a staggering 40 to 60%. There are 4 primary categories of these nutritional inhibitors. The first are compounds known as phytates, which are abundant in foods we often consider healthy staples, such as whole grains, oats, and whole wheat bread. A revealing study from the University of Illinois demonstrated that the simple act of consuming just one slice of whole wheat bread with eggs can drastically decrease the absorption of the critical amino acid leucine by as much as 40 tanks, 5%. The second inhibitor is a class of compounds called tannins, which are prominently found in coffee and tea. Tannins have a chemical affinity for proteins, binding to them in a way that makes them significantly more difficult for your body to break down and utilize. A compelling study from the University of Barcelona discovered that older adults who wisely waited 2 full hours after eating eggs before drinking coffee retained an impressive 38% more of their muscle mass compared to those who consumed coffee and eggs together in the same meal. The third inhibitor is the presence of excess calcium consumed during the same meal. This does not refer to the small amount of calcium naturally present in eggs, but rather to the large quantities found in dairy products, often eaten alongside them. Research spearheaded by Dr. Ellen Volpe at the University of Texas has shown that consuming more than 400 milligrams of calcium in the same meal as protein can suppress muscle protein synthesis by up to 25% in older adults. The fourth and final inhibitor is an excess of dietary fiber. While fiber is essential, consuming more than 15 grams of it in the same meal as eggs can dramatically reduce the bioavailability of their protein. The most effective strategy is not to eliminate these other foods, but to time them with intelligence and care. It is highly recommended to consume your eggs either alone or paired with healthy fats, and then to wait for a period of approximately 90 minutes before indulging in coffee, tea, or foods that are high in phytates. We must now confront the fourth critical mistake, a widespread misunderstanding I term the illusion of quantity. This misconception is a primary driver behind the often unrecognized protein deficiency that affects millions of older adults. If you are an individual over the age of 50 and your daily egg consumption is limited to a mere 1 or 2, you may be, with the best of intentions, actively working against your own muscle health. This common advice is often derived from general nutritional guidelines designed for the metabolically resilient bodies of younger people, not for mature adults who are actively combating the physiological challenges of sarcopenia. A single large egg, while nutritious, contains only about 6 grams of high-quality protein. The critical factor for muscle growth is reaching a specific metabolic trigger known as the leucine threshold. Leucine is the master amino acid, the essential signal that commands your muscles to initiate the processes of repair and growth. For adults over the age of 50, this threshold is elevated, requiring approximately 2.8 to 3.2 grams of leucine per meal. This is due to a natural, age-related phenomenon called anabolic resistance, which means the muscles become less sensitive to growth signals and therefore require a much stronger stimulus. Let us examine the numbers more closely. One large egg provides only about 0.5 grams of leucine. This means that consuming 2 eggs provides you with just 1 gram of leucine, a quantity that falls drastically short of the necessary trigger point. To successfully reach the 3-gram leucine target required to stimulate muscle growth after 50, an individual would need to consume a quantity of approximately 6 eggs in a single meal. It is crucial to address the outdated concern regarding cholesterol. Extensive recent research, including a landmark 2019 meta-analysis that reviewed data from over 500,000 people, has conclusively shown that dietary cholesterol from foods like eggs has a minimal and often insignificant impact on blood cholesterol levels for the vast majority of the population. A pivotal study conducted by Dr. Stuart Phillips at McMaster University provided stunning clarification. He observed adults aged 65 to 75 for a period of 12 weeks. One group consumed 2 eggs daily, a second group ate 4 eggs daily, and a third group consumed 6 eggs daily. The outcomes were unequivocal. The group consuming only 2 eggs actually lost 2.3% of their muscle mass. The group eating 4 eggs successfully maintained their muscle mass. However, the group consuming 6 eggs daily achieved a remarkable 4.7% increase in their muscle mass and an incredible 23% improvement in their overall strength. To properly calculate your individual protein needs, you can multiply your body weight in kilograms by 1.4. This will give you your total daily protein requirement in grams, which you can then divide by 3 to determine the target for each main meal. Remember, every 6 grams of protein is equivalent to approximately 1 egg. The 5th mistake brings us to a crucial, yet often overlooked, aspect of egg consumption: the quality of the eggs themselves. The nutritional chasm that exists between a conventionally farmed egg and a pasture-raised egg is so vast that it can literally be the deciding factor between successfully rebuilding your precious muscle tissue and passively watching it fade away. The quality and nutritional density of an egg are not arbitrary. They are a direct reflection of the diet, environment, and overall well-being of the hen that produced it. A hen confined to a crowded cage, subsisting on a monotonous diet of processed corn and soy, simply cannot produce an egg with the same life-sustaining nutrient profile as a hen that is free to roam on open pasture, foraging for its natural diet of insects, grasses, and seeds. Dr. Karen Applegate of the University of Pennsylvania conducted a comprehensive comparison of eggs from various farming systems. Her research revealed a startling disparity. Compared to their conventional counterparts, pasture-raised eggs were found to contain up to 6 times more of the vital omega-3 fatty acids. These fats are absolutely essential for mitigating the chronic inflammation that is known to accelerate muscle decline. Furthermore, pasture-raised eggs contain as much as triple the amount of vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that protects the integrity of muscle cells, and up to 7 times more beta-carotene, which provides profound support for muscle recovery. Most importantly, the concentration of essential amino acids, particularly the all-important leucine, can be up to 23% higher in pasture-raised eggs. Moreover, eggs from conventional, factory-farmed operations may actively contribute to a state of chronic, low-grade inflammation within the body. To validate these findings, a University of Illinois trial followed 120 older adults for 6 months. Both groups in the study consumed the same number of eggs and followed identical exercise regimens. The only variable was the source of the eggs. The results were dramatic. The group that consumed pasture-raised eggs achieved a phenomenal 6.7% gain in muscle mass and a 28% boost in strength. In stark contrast, the group eating conventional eggs saw a mere 2.1% muscle gain and only a 12% increase in strength. The lesson is clear. When selecting your eggs, it is imperative to look for meaningful certifications such as pasture-raised and certified organic. We now arrive at the 6th mistake, a fundamental oversight concerning the profound and inescapable role of hydration. This is a critical piece of the puzzle because the entire biological process of muscle protein synthesis is intensely dependent on an adequate supply of water. Water is not merely a passive beverage. It is the essential medium required to transport amino acids from your bloodstream directly into your muscle tissues, to facilitate the complex enzymatic reactions that link these amino acids into new muscle protein, and to efficiently flush out the metabolic waste products generated by this process. The research in this area is unambiguous. Dr. Lawrence Armstrong from the University of Connecticut has conducted studies showing that even a state of mild dehydration, a fluid loss of just 2% of body weight, can slash the rate of muscle protein synthesis in older adults by as much as 23%. This problem is significantly compounded by the physiological realities of aging. After the age of 50, the body's natural thirst mechanism begins to weaken, a clinical condition known as age-related hypodipsia. This means your body no longer sends reliable, strong signals to indicate its urgent need for water. A sobering study from the University of Nebraska meticulously tracked 84 older adults and found that an alarming 73% of them were living in a state of chronic dehydration. As a direct result, their capacity for protein synthesis was a full 31% lower than that of their well-hydrated peers. As a baseline guideline, one should aim for 35 milliliters of water for every kilogram of body weight to meet daily needs. To this, you must add an additional 500 milliliters of water for every 20 grams of protein you consume, plus another 250 milliliters for every hour of physical activity. It is not just about total volume, the timing of your hydration is equally critical. It must be consistent throughout the day, with a particular emphasis on the period following your protein-rich meals. Telltale signs of protein-related dehydration that you should be aware of include persistent, nagging fatigue, unusually slow recovery times after exercise, and the frequent occurrence of painful muscle cramps. We have now reached the seventh and final mistake, a factor so fundamental that it can completely nullify all your efforts, even if you have diligently corrected the previous 6. This mistake is the failure to account for the changing state of your own digestion. After the age of 50, the entire digestive system undergoes a series of dramatic and impactful changes, yet most people fail to adapt their habits accordingly. These changes are the ultimate gatekeeper, determining whether the high-quality protein you consume is successfully transformed into lean, functional muscle, or simply passes through your system unused and wasted. There are 3 primary age-related changes that directly disrupt protein digestion. First, the production of stomach acid can plummet by as much as 40% by the time you reach your 50s, which severely impairs the initial, crucial step of breaking down complex proteins. Second, the body's output of key digestive enzymes, such as pepsinogen, can decline by up to 35%. And third, the delicate balance of your gut microbiome shifts, often leading to a reduction in the beneficial bacteria that are necessary for the efficient processing of amino acids. A truly groundbreaking study by Dr. Nicholas Dudes at the University of Arkansas highlighted the severe consequences of these digestive declines. His research team found that even when all study participants consumed an adequate amount of protein, their individual absorption rates varied by a breathtaking 340%. Those with robust digestive health absorbed 89% of the amino acids, while those with compromised digestion absorbed a mere 26%. In practical terms, this means you could consume 6 perfectly prepared, high-quality eggs, but only derive the actual muscle-building benefit of 1.5. This brings us to the ultimate integrated solution, the perfect egg protocol. This is not merely a list of tips, it is a holistic, research-backed system. Your protocol should begin with digestive preparation. 30 minutes before your meal, consume 250 milliliters of water containing a small pinch of sea salt and the juice from half a lemon to help stimulate stomach acid production. Then, select 4 to 6 pasture-raised eggs and cook them gently, employing the low-heat methods we have discussed. During your meal, eat slowly, chew thoroughly, and pair your eggs only with healthy fats such as avocado or olive oil. 60 minutes after you have finished eating, drink 300 milliliters of water fortified with electrolytes, and be sure to avoid coffee, tea, or high-fiber foods for the next 90 minutes. By consistently following this precise, scientifically validated approach, you can effectively overcome the challenges of age-related muscle loss, fight back against sarcopenia, and systematically rebuild the strength and vitality you deserve.